So let's listen to the little person on the other freaking line. Okay. It was the left,
Stanley
right?
came to a set of 2 open doors. He entered the door on his left.
Yep. Ooh, what's in here? Nothing. I can tell why this person wanted me to play this
Yet
game.
there was
It's
not
creepy.
a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
I want to alter it. It says, do not alter without consulting the whiteboard manager. I want to alter it. Ugh. Using slides to assure employees that everything is okay. Make sure your slide has a slick blue graphic header and throw some bevel and all that. This will... Ugh. Everyone is unique. You most of all. Thank you, Captain Obvious. The broom closet. Hey. Hello.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
I want to be the janitor for a day. Like, jeez. Close that for the janitor. Ugh.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I want to go down. I'm going downstairs. I don't care about you. I'm going downstairs. F you. Like, I don't have to listen to you. Like, jeez. See, there's a red button down. Oh, that's just a red light. But still, there could have been a red button down here that I could have used.
But Stanley
My
just
car.
couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy,
need to be
why
fired.
had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment.
Wait.
For no reason at all. None of it made any logical sense.
The
As
F.
Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did
Oh, I
doors
can't.
close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar.
Oh
Were they
my
simply
gosh.
repeating? No, Stanley said to himself,
Let
this
it
is all
in.
too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue.
Shut
he
up,
just
guy.
hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream.
I'm dreaming.
What a
Ah.
relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. He thought to
Yay.
himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid.
Buttons.
So he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground.
Oh, crap.
Then he imagined himself
Ooh.
soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared.
Oh.
It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled
This
that
is
he had
fun.
still not woken up.
I'm
How
glad
was he
I didn't
remaining
listen to
so
you.
lucid? And then perhaps
Aw.
the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing?
Yeah,
and
why
thinking?
are you here?
Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange.
Okay, this is
I'm
2D.
dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought.
Oh my
And
god.
while he thought it
Just
all
stop
very
it. You're
odd,
giving me a
and wondered
headache.
If this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself?
What is it then?
Believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control. that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back.
The lady on top of me.
This one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please. It's all I want.
Why?
I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job.
We ain't got a wife.
All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been.
Or at least
my
I don't
life
think
is
we do.
normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay.
This guy is really creepy. He's in my ear, and it's really creepy talking. Oh, jeez. Where are
Stanley
we?
began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up.
Oh
my name
gosh.
is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
Oh, jeez. I keep on feeling like there's gonna be like a jump scare.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
Oh, we're a woman now?
Mariella woke up on a day
Hope we
like
have
any
big
other.
boobs.
She rose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work.
Oh.
But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy, this much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind.
This slut ain't normal.
I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day, the very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
Was her briefcase floating in the air?